So बिजनेस नेपालमै बसेर बिजनेस गर्न पनि सकिन्छ, नेपालमा बसेर काम गर्न पनि सकिन्छ पहिला जस्तो हैन।
Welcome to the studio of Inspiring Minds, a new day, a new show. Today we have a special guest here, a managing director from South Asian School of Tourism and Hotel Management, Mr. Roshan Thapa sir. On today's podcast, we are going to have a good conversation with him about his experience and about the history of South Asian School of Tourism and Hotel Management and a lot of different aspects. So, sir, welcome.
Very good morning
to the podcast.
Thanks for having me here.
How are you, sir?
All good, thanks.
21 years of excellence of South Asian School of Tourism and Hotel Management. How do you feel it today?
Honestly, I feel very good. अब यो जर्नी भनेको चाहिँ it all started 2003 मा, and then beginning was quite a tough one actually, किनभने keeping in context with the situation and of this local area चाहिँ त्यति hospitality कोर्समा त्यति चाहिँ अगाडि बढ्न नसकेको अनि मान्छेहरुलाई they were not very much aware of courses like doing hotel management in hospitality भन्ने कसैले सुनेको थिएन. That was like 2003. So that was quite a tough one, but then I knew that down the line after 15 to 20 years will definitely be one of the best hotel schools in Nepal.
As I heard, it was established in 2001, so I guess that was started with the short-term.
We started with short-term courses. Okay, we were affiliated with CTVT, and we are offering short courses. And we actually started with, I remember, I think 25 students. Okay, then
as a SASHTM has got the title of first hotel management institute in Purvanchal region outside the valley. So it was a great challenge, I guess, during those times for the hotel management, especially to the course that was from outside and to establish an institution on the hotel management. What were the challenges there?
Oh, it was very much. First of all, awareness कम थियो, मैले भनिहालेँ, number one. Number two, faculty पाइदैन थियो त्यतिखेर, रिसोर्सेसहरुको कन्स्टेन्ट एकदमै थियो किनभने इनफ्याक्ट हस्पिटालिटी कोर्सेस भनेको त्यतिखेर नेपालमा आई थिंक ओन्ली नाथम वाज देयर सुरुमा. सो आई केम टु नेपाल म कति 2002 मा आएको थिएँ. आई वाज इन काठमाडौँ फर फर्स्ट 2 years. आई वाज वर्किङ इन वान अफ द कलेजेस आउट देयर, नेपाल कलेज अफ NCTTM भन्थ्यो. फर्स्ट 2 years आई वाज देयर. And I was trying to sort of adjust नेपालमा कसरी एडजस्ट गर्ने भन्ने म सिक्न खोजिरहेको थिएँ किनभने म त अस्ट्रेलियाबाट आएको MBA गरेर पढाइ पनि त्यही गरे हो. So that was completely some भनौँ न अब it was a very new experience for me to come to Nepal and work त्यतिखेर.
So how's your experience of as a managing director? How you see your role in because अहिलेको सिनेरियोमा हेर्दाखेरि most of us want to settle outside. You had a very good opportunity. तपाईले मास्टर्स पनि गर्नुभयो. You had an opportunity that तपाई त्यही सेटल भएर पनि राम्रो गर्न सक्नुहुन्थ्यो.
अब यस्तो हो रवि, honestly किनभने nobody is going to come back. Yes. Nobody ever came back.
That's a very threatening point for the
I'm telling you, I mean let's go down the line 2002 मा जाउँ आजसम्म not even 1% of the people have come back and they're not going to come back. The question is why? भन्दाखेरि बेसिकली यु ट्राई टु कम्पेयर योरसेल्फ कुन सिचुएसनमा नेपालमा भएको सिचुएसनमा म केसम्म कहाँसम्म पुग्न सक्छु अथवा म अस्ट्रेलिया अथवा अमेरिका अथवा म जहाँ हुन्छु मेरो करियर प्रोस्पेक्ट कहाँ छ भनेर मान्छेले सोच्ने नै त्यही हो. ओके, सो द मोटिभेटिङ फ्याक्टर प्लेज अ लट अफ रोल यो केसमा चाहिँ होइन. अब it was a very tough decision for me to come back to Nepal, honestly.
So that drive,
very tough decision. But then I came back thinking that Nepal ma आएपछि चाहिँ definitely with my sheer knowledge, with my experience working in Australia, त्यो सबै factors हेर्दाखेरि, compounding factors हेर्दाखेरि, definitely I would be able to contribute यो hospitality र hotel sector मा चाहिँ some contribution मबाट हुन्छ भन्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ I came back. It was a tough one.
Yes, really, because the environment that you got there, the education that you got
very
there,
tough.
it's very apart from the education system that we have here in Nepal. Our systems are very different here right now. So following our conversation, sir, would you like to share some more history and founding history of SASTM?
Yes. Okay. Actually, my dad had already established a hotel, Ratna Hotel, established paisa gaya थियो. Ani that was like a 25 room hotel, so it was doing very good at that time. That 2001 established गरेको, I think that was around 1998 when I was in Australia, and he came up with this concept of starting a nice hotel, which to level ma the success चाहिँ थियो त्यतिखेर. And then I joined in with the hope that यो hotel लाई चाहिँ we'd expand it down the line, यसलाई चाहिँ I know nice big hotel बनाउने. अनि त्यसपछि पनि I was more interested यो hospitality courses related hotel भएको कारणले I already had a hotel, so why not open up an institution, hotel school institution. त्यसो गर्यो भने चाहिँ लिङ्केज राम्रो हुन्छ. त्यो थट प्रोसेस आजको दिनसम्म पनि I don't think there are any hotel school who actually have a 4-star hotel in Nepal. So that's the sheer advantage.
So following this line, my next question would be how you differentiate SASTM from the other hospitality colleges?
Oh, SASTM, हामी चाहिँ we are totally different. म दाइबेरै भन्न सक्छु. Why भन्दाखेरि first of all, हाम्रो down the line 20 years of running a hotel school.
That's a huge experience.
Yeah. And अर्को कुरो infrastructure. We have a super infrastructure right now. You know, we remodel kitchens and stuff like that. So as of now, I don't think there are any hotel school with this level of infrastructure in Nepal right now. So I mean, we invested a lot of money. We invested time, we invested money, and अर्को कुरो faculties.
Actually, they plays a very big role.
Yeah,
and would you like to say?
Yeah. So my faculty out here, most of the faculty, 90% of the faculty started with me. So भनेपछि 18 वर्षभन्दा मुनि कोही पनि छैन. 15 देखि 18 वर्ष भइसकेको छ सबैजना धेरै जस्तो सिनियर फ्याकल्टीहरु.
अरु इन्स्टिट्युसन्सहरुमा हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो जुन स्टाफ रिटेन्सनको कुराहरु छ नि, इट्स अ भेरी च्यालेन्जिङ. उहाँहरु आउनुहुन्छ 1-2 वर्ष बस्नुहुन्छ जानुहुन्छ. What is much special about this SASTM that the team is still working here since like 16-17 years?
All right. When I work, I don't work as a boss. म त्यही भन्छु हरेक मिटिङमा.
That's a very inspiring thing.
I work as a core team. I tell them I'm one of the team. एउटा कुरा त्यो. अर्को कुरो, when I work, I don't tell them that I'm the owner. Stakeholders. As long as you are with this institution, everybody is a stakeholder. Okay? कुरो त्यही हो. You have to पहिला चाहिँ स्टाफहरुले there has to be a sense of ownership when you join an institution. If there is no sense of ownership, none of the organization will ever succeed in Nepal. Doesn't matter. Forget about hotel school. It's about everything. Any sense of ownership staff ma induce garnai parcha. This is what I succeeded. My staff trust me. I trust them. So we work as a team. Maybe there's so many hotel schools coming in Nepal. Some even offered so many amount of money. Kati offer by my student. But why are they still with me? Bandakari to faith or to trust. Okay.
And even the foundation
values that you have. The bonding with the institution. So every staff that works in SASTM, we don't work on time limits. Okay, there's no time limit. We work anytime.
That bond gives us a motivation.
And that's the core advantage of any institution. And I'm lucky that I have a very good teamwork. So a very experienced teamwork. Okay, and अर्को कुरो हामीले we have structured everything in SASTM. There is a food and beverage team. There is a front office team.
Yes, I'm also part of this institution, and then
so there is a production team. You know, so everything is well structured. It's departments,
the management is what it plays a role.
And this is how we work in SASTM, and that's a core advantage of studying in a hotel school like SASTM.
And so following this interview, can you say to our audience also about the courses that we offer in SASTM College? And recently we have added MBA also.
Yeah, so as of now we are offering our core course, Bachelor of Hotel Management, BHM of 4 years course. We started offering BBA down the line, and we are very successful in BBA as well. So that's a totally different department. BBA ko ni आफ्नै छ, so आफ्नै department छ, and they're doing a very good job. So BBA छ, then recently we inducted MBA as well. Down the line, maybe within few months, we are offering master's course in hospitality and catering management also. So we have these 4 prime courses. At the short time, we offer short-term courses also. Just a CTVT money, we've got a lot of CTVT courses, culinary arts and stuff like that. So we've got, we've got this barista course. I'm the pastry making.
Hotel management course, right now we can see there are a lot of hotel management colleges around, right? And what is the difference that you found when you established SASHTM mission vision एउटा थियो अनि त्यो अहिले सेग्रिगेट डिफरेन्ट भइसकेको जस्तो होटल म्यानेजमेन्टको कोर एउटा हुनुपर्ने तर कलेजेसहरुलाई हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ इट्स ओन्ली बाउन्डेड टु बिजनेस इट्सल्फ
यस्तो अब एनी डाउन द लाइन टाइम फ्रेममा यु आर नट गोइङ टु बी अलोन. There are going to be competitors. जहिले पनि जहाँ पनि त्यही नै हुन्छ. Okay, so I knew that मैले 2002 मा होटल स्कुल खोल्दाखेरि in 6 years time I'm going to have competitors. मलाई 100% थाहा थियो. मेरो ग्रोथ भनेको अरू कम्पिटिटरहरूलाई जन्माउने हो के. That was the thing. I had that in mind. So I knew that ग्रोथलाई सस्टेनेबल कसरी बनाउने. That's called vision. So when you start a business, you have to think 15 years or 20 years down the line. And when you plan your business plan or you know that there will be competitors. Competitor 1, competitor. So you have to start planning then.
The vision has to
these guys will come, but how am I going to tackle them?
How to differentiate.
Exactly. So this is exactly what I've been doing. And अहिले पनि हामी त्यही गरिरहेको छौँ. So competitor आफ्नो ठाउँमा छ, उहाँहरूले के गर्नुहुन्छ, कसो गर्नुहुन्छ, leave them alone. But म के गर्छु, म कसरी गर्छु, that bothers me. And I have the key success factor भन्छ के बिजनेसमा. The key success factor भनेको strategic planning पनि हो के. So you need to make plans, you need to make action plans, you have to make marketing plans, all this stuff. And you need to make sure that you are in line with these plans all the time. So त्यही कारण हो क्या. सो कम्पिटिटर आउनुहुन्छ, उहाँहरूले के गर्नुहुन्छ, हामी आफ्नो हिसाबले हामी के गर्छौँ. अहिले मैले सुरुमा भनिहालेँ, हामी वी आर स्ट्रक्चर्ड, हाम्रो स्ट्रक्चर यस्तो छ, हाम्रो प्लानिङहरू यसरी गरिरहेछौँ. सो वी नो आवर स्टफ.
Me born in 90s, the education system during those time, and after the downline seeing 20 years now, things has drastically changed. When you were in your school, when you were in your college, then you went to Australia, again a different environment over there. How you see those differences of education system from your schooling to the time which we are in right now with the students? Because a lot of technological
rigidity, त्यतिखेर everything was rigid जस्तो थियो हाम्रो टाइममा. You said you were 90s, हामी 90s मा त we graduated, अनि अब 90s मा त I finished my school. Then I went to Australia, हैन. अब त्यतिखेर एजुकेसन सिस्टम एकदम स्ट्रक्चर थियो क्या. पिपल युज टु लाइक पिपलले त्यति करियर पर्सपेक्टिभमा नसोचिकन आफै अरूले भनेको पढ भन्यो भने पढ्थ्यो क्या त्यतिखेर. जस्तै कसैले तिमी डक्टर हुनुपर्छ भन्यो भने हुन्छु भन्थ्यो, अथवा इन्जिनियर हुनुपर्छ हुन्छु भन्थ्यो. हो त्यो थियो. अब अहिले चेन्जेस के आयो भने अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा इट्स नट गोइङ टु म्याटर. दे स्टुडेन्ट्स इन्डिभिजुअल डिसाइड वाट टु डु भनेर. आमा बुवाको प्रेसर अथवा कसैको प्रेसरले कामै गर्दैन. सो फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी बढेको छ.
Did you face that during the time of graduation?
Of course I did actually, honestly, because honestly my parents wanted me to be a doctor, and त पहिला त त्यही थियो. Somehow or the other it just didn't happen. And then I was interested in traveling. मेरो त passion नै traveling थियो है, by the way. And I do lot of traveling, and I मेरो चाहिँ passion traveling, hospitality हुन्छ नि यस्तो यस्तो किसिमको इन्डस्ट्रीमा. I love this working in a situation like this. And त्यही कारणले अस्ट्रेलिया गएको कारण पनि त्यही हो. सो मैले I followed my passion. मैले टुरिज्ममा डिग्री गरेँ, अन्डरग्रेड मैले टुरिज्म हस्पिटालिटीमा गरेको.
Sir, when we were planning for this podcast, I got a lot of questions that Roshan sir लाई चाहिँ एउटा क्वेसन चाहिँ गर्नु होला. What is your relation with this cars and these flights? Because most of the time when we see your posts, है त गाडीको है त्यसो त फ्लाइट्सको बारेमा कन्टिन्युअसली हालिराख्नु.
Carsहरू, aviation, automobile and electronics.
You keep on posting.
That's my passion. I know a lot of stuff. I seriously know.
As a boys or a man, the machines attracts a lot to us.
Of course. So मेरो गाडी नै since I कति भयो म आएको around 24 years भइसक्यो होला down the line हैन. I've changed more than 12 cars है. So that's my passion. That's my मेरो interest त्यसमा छ.
Is it somewhere that you wanted to become a pilot? Somewhere in the mind थियो तर त्यस्तो चाहिँ पाइलटै हुनु मेरो यो चाहिँ प्यासन मात्रै हो प्यासन ड्रिभन मात्रै हो है किनकि तपाईले जुन डेप्थको नलेज सेयर गर्नुहुन्छ त्यो एउटा पाइलटलाई अथवा त्यो फिल्डसँग भएको मान्छेले मात्रै थाहा हुन्छ क्या त्यो डेप्थ तपाईसँग छ कहीं कति त्यो बच्चामा मलाई चाहिँ पाइलट हुन मन थियो कि somewhere in the corner
my young brother is a pilot. Okay, I'm not a pilot. My young brother is in United States and used to work for US Army in a aviation department. ऊ चाहिँ पाइलटै थियो अहिले पनि उतैतिर छ तर मेरो चाहिँ प्यासन.
सो हाम्रो अडियन्सलाई एउटा यो मेसेज भयो कि द्याट तपाईँको प्यासनले पनि त्यो इन्ट्रेस्टले पनि लाइक यु गट टु नो एन्ड टिच योरसेल्फ लट अफ थिङ्स अबाउट द्याट फिल्ड.
Yeah, of course. See, I mean, you have a different career is something else and passion is something else. You can career is very monotonous, but passion drives you all the time because passion भनेको नै
inspires you and ticks you up यसको बारेमा.
Passion भन्दाखेरि you need to generate a lot of knowledge पनि त चाहियो नि इन्ट्रेस्ट पनि त हुनु पर्यो नि त. So you are sort of multiple engagement आफ्नो टाइममा भइरहन्छ क्या. In one side there is your career, the job. On the other side there is your passion, your interest. And you sort of have to make sure that you have time for everything. Like, you want to be a good, successful, a business person. At the same time, you want to know about all your passions also. Maybe you want to go for if you have
that is also exploration.
Yeah. So you want to go, you want to drive, and because you have a passion for driving, you want to drive kilometers and kilometers, and you want to go across continents and stuff like that.
When we talk about driving the vehicle, you're very passionate about driving. त्यहाँ पनि त हामीले भिजन हेर्नु पर्यो हामीले टार्गेट सेट गर्नु पर्यो हैन हामीले त्यो ड्राइभ गर्दाखेरि हामीले सबै कुरा म्यानेज गर्नु पर्यो हाम्रो स्पिडदेखि लिएर सबै कुरा. हेभ द्याट थिङ अल्सो प्लेड अ स्पेसल रोल एज अ म्यानेजिङ डाइरेक्टर.
यस्तो हो क्या अब एज अ पर्सन वाट एभर यु डु वेन यु डु समथिङ यु निड टु मेक स्योर द्याट यु डु इट राइट होइन त. वेन एभर यु वान्ट टु डु थिङ्स राइट देयर इज प्लानिङ. यो पनि त यो सेटअपमा नि त प्लानिङ त गर्नु पर्यो नि. इफ यु डोन्ट प्लान इट्स नट गोइङ टु वर्क आउट. त्यही कारणले वेदर इट्स अ करियर अर वेदर इट्स अ प्यासन देयर इज प्लानिङ होइन त. प्लानिङ त भइहाल्छ. So somewhere that has also influenced it. You need to organize, you need to plan, you need to be that leadership जस्तो पनि हुनुपर्छ त्यसमा हैन. त्यसमा कन्ट्रोलिङ फ्याक्टर पनि आउँछ. So everything needs planning honestly.
Sir, let's come back to SASHTM itself. You on a role of managing director, है तपाईँको अन्डरमा there is an entire team who is working. उहाँहरूको अन्डरमा there are a lot of students. So as a managing director भन्दै गर्दाखेरि it's a leadership thing also comes there. तपाईँ as a guardian पनि हो because the team members that are under you looks after you. तपाईँको vision, तपाईँको mission that has to be matched. And again down the line we have to see the future of the students also. So somewhere it is linked. विद्यार्थीहरूको फ्युचर स्टुडेन्ट्सहरूको फ्युचर युआर गार्जियन अफ देम अल्सो. कहीँ कतै त्यो टिमको गार्जियन पनि तपाईँ हो. यु हेभ अ भेरी ह्युज रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी. हाउ यु ह्यान्डल दिस थिङ्स?
यस्तो हो म्यानेजमेन्ट भने त्यही भने जस्तो भिजन हुन्छ मिसन हुन्छ. एभ्रिथिङ इज सो स्ट्रक्चर्ड वेन यु टक अबाउट म्यानेजमेन्ट. स्टेप ए टु स्टेप बी, स्टेप सी टु स्टेप डी, प्रोसिजरहरूको कुरा आउँछ होइन त. स्ट्यान्डर्ड अपरेटिङ प्रोसिजर भन्छ. सो द्याट्स मोर मेकनाइज्ड क्या. Whereas leadership भनेको you have to come out of management also sometimes. भन्दाखेरि it's not like I want it this way, it has to be done. If you don't do, I'm going to kick you out भन्ने हुँदैन. If it has to be done this way, how त भन्ने आउँछ नि. Yes. So this is where leadership comes. So you have to make sure that you have to train your staff. Training and development is very necessary.
त्यो सिंक्रोनाइजेसन पनि हुनु पर्यो तपाईको भिजनमा अनि त्यसपछि आउटकममा.
ओके. अनि लिडरशिप भन्ने बित्तिकै you have a set of standard operating procedures, but how to follow that, man, then leadership comes into play. Then you tell them, यसरी गर्ने, यसो गर्नुपर्छ, मोटिभेट गर्नुपर्छ, हैन, डिफिकल्टिज आयो भने डिफिकल्टलाई कसरी च्यालेन्ज गर्ने. So there is some counseling part पनि आउँछ क्या. So that is leadership भनेको त्यो. Yeah. So I need to make sure that I have my set of goals. त्यो पनि हुनु पर्यो. At the same time, I need to motivate my staff so that they understand what I'm trying to do. So I need to do some training.
So SASHTMले जुन BHM र BBA को कोर्स जुन हामी अफर गरिरहेका छौँ विद्यार्थीले, how much it is relevant right now in the market? Real.
यस्तो हो. What do you want to be? First. कुनै पनि कुरोमा कसैले म यो पढ्छु भने जस्तै पहिला फेज भनेको प्रक्रिया प्रोसिजर हुन्छ क्या. Like a waiter. You just want to be a waiter. There is set of procedures to be a waiter. That's your goal. So you don't need to do BHM for that. You can do some short term 6 months course. Waiter हुन्छ. Why I need to learn more from waiter to supervisor. Okay. So the standard operating procedure jobs in hotel ma revolve garaउँछ. There is less decision making and more processing. Decision making comes भने you can do courses like diploma.
सर यो जुन डिप्लोमा र BHM को छ नि, अहिले हाम्रो अडियन्सहरु जुन अहिले अपकमिङ विद्यार्थीहरु पनि हुनुहुन्छ, मलाई एकदमै कन्फ्युजन छ क्या. BHM गर्ने है, अब त्यो होटल म्यानेजमेन्ट तपाईको 6 महिनाको पनि छ कुकिङ कोर्समा, त्यसपछि ब्याचलर्स पनि छ, त्यसमा मास्टर्स पनि छ. सो देयर आर कलेजेस जसले चाहिँ हैन किन BHM नै गर्नु.
No, that's totally wrong. See, this is what happened.
6 महिनाको गर्यो भने भइहाल्यो नि. हजुर, त्यसमा के अलि
बुझाइ के छ भन्ने मात्रै हो के. मैले अहिले भनिहालेँ नि. For short term courses, for you want to be a waiter or maybe you want to be a cook, not a chef.
Future ma gera promotions haru छैन त्यहाँनेर.
Stuff like that, waiter, housekeeping executive and stuff like that. You can still do short term courses and be one of them. तर BHM courses भनेको it just doesn't teach you about cooking. It teaches you about kitchen management को कुरा आउँछ.
हजुर, ओभरअल होलिस्टिक डेभलपमेन्ट छ त्यहाँनेर.
होलिस्टिक डेभलपमेन्ट. त्यसपछि म्यानेजर लेभलको कुरा आउँछ. त एक्जिक्युटिभ सेफ भनेको के? एक्जिक्युटिभ सेफ भनेको होटललाई प्रफिट त देखाउनु पर्यो नि. यु मे मेक भेरी गुड डिस, मिठो छ एकदम भयङ्कर छ अरे, तर हिसाब गर्दाखेरि फाइदा भएन भने के मतलब होइन त? मिठो बनाएर पनि भएन. होटललाई त प्रफिट चाहियो नि, बिजनेस चाहियो नि, पैसा चाहियो नि. सो दिस इज वे BHM को रोलहरु चाहिँ यसमा आउँछ क्या. So it's
that's an advancement of जुन
it's more strategic, it's more decision making, it's more profit हरु कसरी कमाउने, बिजनेस कसरी गर्ने. त्यही भएर त you have subject like accounting, statistics, finance and even for BHM. So you are trying to be a general manager, or maybe you want to be a board of director, or maybe you want to run a hotel, you want to make a hotel of yourself. त्यतिखेर त म्यानेजरल स्किल चाहियो, बिजनेस स्किल चाहियो.
तपाईको त यो काउन्सिलिङमा चाहिँ ग्याप छ है?
एकदमै ग्याप छ. सो बजारमा चाहिँ यो काउन्सिलर्सहरूले चाहिँ we are not trying to provide right information to the students. Ali we are going in the wrong direction. So that has to be corrected. BHM भने BHM नै हुन्छ, whereas short term courses आफ्नै हुन्छ. So you can't mix up both.
दुईटैको roles, goals, they are totally different.
Yeah. Maybe down the line you do a diploma course and you can still do BHM.
Same industry है, त्यही इन्डस्ट्रीमा छौं तर शॉर्ट टर्म को रोल छुट्टै छ.
त्यही त बाहिरतिर क्रेडिट ट्रान्सफर किन गर्छ भन्दाखेरि कसैले म एसोसिएट डिप्लोमा इन होटल म्यानेजमेन्ट गर्छु भनेर सुरुवात गर्नुहुन्छ उहाँहरूले. त्यसपछि बीचमा गएर कोर्स सिद्धिन्छ, दे स्टार्ट वर्किङ, व्हाइ नो आई वान्ट टु बी अ म्यानेजर भन्यो भने अनि युनिभर्सिटीहरूले क्रेडिट ट्रान्सफर भनेको त्यही हो क्या. तपाईँले पढ्नु भएको कोर्स रेलेभेन्ट छ, तर टु फर्दर एक्सप्लोर एन्ड मेबी यु वान्ट टु बी अ म्यानेजर भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ देन यु हेभ टु डु ब्याचलर्स डिग्री अन्डर ग्रेड प्रोग्राम. अनि त्यही भएर त्यसलाई क्रेडिट दिएर एउटा पोइन्टबाट उहाँहरूले कन्टिन्यू गरेर अनि देन दे कम्प्लिट द कोर्स. त्यो सिस्टम नेपालमा पनि हुन्छ अब छिटै.
सो एजुकेसन सिस्टमकै कुरा गर्ने हो भने अहिलेको जुन जेनेरेसन छ नि, एभ्रीबडी वान्ट्स टु गो आउटसाइड, नोबडी वान्ट्स टु बी हियर इन नेपाल है. त्यसको त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि तपाईँ एज अ म्यानेजिङ डाइरेक्टर अफ साउथ एसियन स्कुल अफ टुरिज्म एन्ड होटल म्यानेजमेन्ट, इट्स अ बिग च्यालेन्ज.
दिस इज अ भेरी इन्ट्रेस्टिङ क्वेसन होइन. बेसिकली एज एन इन्डिभिजुअल यु लुक फ्रम करियर पर्सपेक्टिभ. ओके, डाउन द लाइन म के हुन्छु त मैले सुरु भन्दाखेरि यस्तो हो कि फ्युचर या बनाउनलाई च्यालेन्जिङ छ, मेहनत छ, नहुने भन्ने हुँदैन, इम्पोसिबल हुँदैन. सो बिजनेस नेपालमै बसेर बिजनेस गर्न पनि सकिन्छ, नेपालमा बसेर काम गर्न पनि सकिन्छ। पहिला जस्तो होइन नि, अहिले पहिलाको जमाना जस्तो होइन नि, नेपालमा नि त धेरै चेन्जेसहरू आइसकेको छ नि। इट्स नट लाइक इट युज टु बी 90s को जस्तो नेपाल छ अहिले, छैन। विराटनगरमा आउँदाखेरि विराटनगर कस्तो थियो, अहिले कस्तो छ त भन्दाखेरि चेन्जेस त छ नि। त्यही कारण यु डोन्ट निड टु जम्प टु कन्क्लुजन द्याट यु हेभ टु गो अब्रोड बाहिर भन्ने छैन। नेपालमा त सुरुवातै भएको छ।
So we are at the end of this conversation. It was great having a conversation with you. Do you have some message to our upcoming students to about the admission open in South?
Okay, SASHTM, we are offering BHM courses, मैले भने BBA courses, MBA courses हामी अफर गरिरहेका छौँ। सो तपाईँहरू हामीसित इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर छ, हामीसित फ्याकल्टी छ, हामीसित 4 स्टार होटल छ। 4 स्टार होटल भएको होटल स्कुल SASHTM मात्रै हो। सो इफ यु वान्ट टु have a career in hospitality industry, please come to SASHTM. We'll make sure that you have a very good career at SASHTM. Thank you.
In the studio of Inspiring Mind, and the last question always that comes, like, we have a very huge age gap because I'm from 90s and you're in your 50s right now. So तपाईको एक्सपिरियन्सबाट यहाँसम्म आइपुग्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो अडियन्सलाई, इभन मी, what is one inspiring message that you want to give?
अब हेर है, हामी आई युज्ड टु थिङ्क द सेम थिङ। 90s मा चाहिँ म लाइक म जहिले पनि यङ हुन्छु अथवा होइन त्यस्तो थट प्रोसेस हुन्छ, तर यो टाइम विल अल्सो कम। फ्रम माई पर्सपेक्टिभ, टाइम इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट। डोन्ट वेस्ट टाइम। सबै यङ जेनेरेसनहरूलाई डु वाट एभर यु आर थिङ्किङ अफ इन द सर्टेस्ट टाइम फ्रेममा प्लान गरेर गरिहाल्नु, बिकज टाइम विल नट वेट फर यु। सो करियर इस्टाब्लिसमेन्टमा पनि द्याट इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट। सो डोन्ट अन्डरमाइन टाइम भन्छु क्या म। टाइम इज सो इम्पोर्टेन्ट। मैले कतिपय कुरोहरू मलाई अझै टाइम पाए हुन्थ्यो जस्तो लाग्छ क्या, तर आई डोन्ट हेभ द्याट टाइम। त्यही कुरा हो। सो डोन्ट वेस्ट टाइम।
Thank you so much for coming on this show, sir. And I hope we'll have a...
It was a very pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.